It's really dawned on me how weird this is. I'm just ranking characters by how horny they are. This is great. This is great. This is what I aim to do in my third year of uni. Hi there, I'm Molly and welcome to Rally the Readers. This is my first proper video in my new house. The setup isn't great and I can't film in front of my bookcase because the lighting is so bad. There's no window in that room. It's sad times. However, today's exciting video, it is also a very dumb video. It is partly inspired by the kind of stuff that Read with Cindy does, so she'll be linked below. If you haven't watched her videos, you're missing out. It's also in aid of me finally reading the last book in the in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas, and just appreciating them for what they are, which is thirsty trash. So today my laptop and I, are going to be tier ranking Throne of Glass characters according to how thirsty they are. I feel like we're just gonna get into this. Comment below if you want me to do something like this again, or just like what kind of videos you want to see from me. You don't really need to have read the books, I think, to appreciate this. It's just gonna be me describing just the amount of time sex is mentioned in this book, because it's a lot. This being young adult at the end is a bit iffy. They do come with content warnings on the back though, so you know, you're in for a good time. So yeah, let's just get into it. I don't have names next to the fan art, so I also have my notebook, which has a list in. First, we have Adion. Now, Adion is Aelin / Selena's cousin. He is head of the Bane, which is the army of Terrazan, and he ain't that thirsty. It goes from, as you can see, S, A, B, C, D. Adion is a C, because Adion would fuck and has fucked. It's mentioned multiple times, not in this book but in the series, that he does. But he's got the horn for someone else and she's got a past, and so she is allowed, well obviously she's allowed to like take as much time as she wants, but he respects that. He's not pushed it, they haven't kissed yet, they haven't even held hands yet. So for that reason he gets a C, because it's about who he is, not who he was. Why am I waving my pen at you? Preaching about Adion not being a horny bastard. Wow. Great. Next is the one and only Selena / Aelin herself. In this book, across the book series, she's had sex with 2 different guys, Cole and Rowan. And she's steamy. When she gets into it, she's into it. The scenes, but she has bigger fish to fry, which is why she gets in the A category and not the S. I feel like she's busy being queen, she's busy solving the world, and I just feel like she ain't as horny as the rest because she's got bigger fish to fry. However, I know that in the Court of Thorns and Roses series, yeah, they have sex on the battlefield, and I swear to God, if this happens in this book, I have like this much left. If this happens in this book, I might have to revisit this whole thing, because then it's just like, who deserves to be in the trash because they're thirsty? Oh, it's Aelin. But you don't know. We don't know yet. We can have faith. We can have faith. Number 3, Cole, Kale, however you pronounce it. It's probably Kale. I just prefer the pronunciation of Cole, and they're fictional characters, so it is okay. And it's fictional characters not based in a certain culture, then it's okay. Otherwise, do your research. If you're reading a book with West African names, learn them. But this is a fictional like community with fictional white people, so yeah, I'm gonna pronounce it how I want. Cole, he too had sex with 2 people, Selena and Irene. I don't know, man. He's got that little... He's got something hot about him. Like, he's got that brooding, I'll pity against the wall if I want to. But he doesn't act on it much. He's not very emotionally outward. And also, I don't think his sexuality overwhelms him really that much. Like, even when he was with Selena in book 2. Book 2? Yeah, in book 2. He was kind of... He was, like, going about his work. And then she'd pull him away. So I feel like he belongs to the B category. I feel like he's down, especially with Irene now. Especially because, you know, spoilers, he got pregnant. But I feel like he isn't that, you know, like, he's a good balance. I feel like he wants to get his work done, but he also likes attractive women, and I appreciate that. It's different to Eileen, because she'll just, like, take people, not Eileen, Aylin, she'll whisk people away from their work like she does with Kale in book 2, and just have a way with them, no matter their work. So I feel like she takes horniness over work a bit more sometimes, especially when it's her, like someone else's. Number 4, Dorian. I have such a soft spot for Dorian. He is probably one of my 3 favourite males, and I just he is with Selena. He uses sex to deal with his problems. He has a lot of problems. So, yeah, I feel like he's thirsty a lot of the time because he just wants to avoid everything. With him and Manon, it's just to avoid situations and avoid feeling emotions. And he does that a lot. He has a lot of emotion to avoid. I'm not saying it's healthy. It's not. But he does get it a lot, and he is after it all the time. And also there's a weird interaction between him and a spider, which is a bit... It's not a sex scene, but it's described sexily, and I don't like that. He is a thirsty boy. Okay, next is a lead. She goes in the bottom category. She, like, would hold hands and just blush. She is a cutie pie. She does not think about sex much. She doesn't do sex at all during the book, I don't think, so far. She's actually one of the only characters I can think of that doesn't. Her and Adion, maybe. No, because Adion mentions it. Like, she's literally just, like, flat out doesn't mention it. So, she's sweet. She's at the bottom. She's on the bottom, and she's at the bottom. Who is next? Oh, why did I put Erewhon in this? I think it's because I wanted to make a joke about him being inside of a lot of men. Because he is! Like, he literally embodies other people. He met... Wasn't he dressed as a guard at... what were they? Salt Mine called? Jesus, feels like a long time ago. Andovia. He came as a guard and impersonated. He was in the man's. But he also has war. He has a lot of war. But he also, he just strikes me as one of the people who he's like, creepy, sexy, creepy. Like, slimy, licks your face kind of issues. I don't know. I'll put him with C. He can be with our sweet baby Adion, because he's in a lot of men, but never is it mentioned that he actually has sex. Like, yeah. He is second to lowest level. Next, we have, throw back to the list, because all these blonde men with long hair fade into one. It's Fenris. Oh. Fenris goes slap bang at the bottom of the lead. He is a sweet boy. He deserves so much better. Rip his brother. He's my shining light so far in this book. He is my shining light. I want to hug him and I want to make sure he's okay. He doesn't have a love interest in this book. He just sadly gets, like, raped by Maeve, like, constantly, and he deserved better. And it's just not part of who he is. He cares about his family, his friends. He doesn't want to be there with Maeve. And yeah, he's not thirsty. He's just there. He just wants friendship. He deserves friendship and platonic love and also real love because, my god, he's been through it. Gabrielle definitely fucks. Gabrielle had an illegitimate child. He just couldn't help it. He is beautiful. He is just... I love all the females. Like, the females just make me really happy. And Gabrielle is no different. Maybe I should be ranking this on how thirsty I am for these characters. Maybe that would be more accurate. Anyway. I don't know, I said give Gabrielle like a B. He can be with Cole. Because like he's not like super horny. But he definitely gets around. He's definitely quite attractive and like could get it and did get it and made a son he didn't know about. So we stay in there. To round off our little female little collection right now, we have Lorcan. I hate Lorcan so much. I take back whatever I said about the females. He sucks dick. Elite deserves better. Maeve can have him. Couldn't give a shit. Oh, how thirsty is he though? Because like he's kind of thirsty for Maeve. I'll put him at C. He can be with Adion and Erewhon because he like wants that affection from Maeve. He wants that. I think he was like by choice her bedfellow, but then also they're under a blood oath, so it's probably non-consensual, which sucks and is really dark to think about. But I feel like he has that little, and also now that he's free from the blood oath, he is so possessive of Lead in a weird like this woman is mine way, and that's just a bit. Oh, I can't smell. It's a bit weird. But also, I think, proves just how thirsty he is. So, he's like second lowest level. Yeah. I just keep touching my face because I love these all so much. I've grown to love all of these real trash characters. Right. Lysandra, she gets to go at the bottom. She just doesn't want to think about men. She's been through enough as a courtesan, which is essentially just like, she was like a sex slave really, which is so sad, and she's free from that now, where I'm at. I assume she's free from it for the rest of the time, but she's free from that now. And I feel, and like she doesn't show any interest, that's why Adion has always kept his distance in that regard, and she's at the bottom there, and she's happy. You know, she's gonna be a lady, she's gonna have her little kid Evangeline running around, and I feel like, you know, she just doesn't think about it, she doesn't want to think about it. It was too big a part of her life for so long in a way that she didn't enjoy, and so yeah, she is at the bottom of how thirsty she is. We still have no one on top. She's very exciting, however we're about to, so I obviously look forward to that, but it sucks. Sorry if the shot's changed a little. I had to move my tripod, which is on my bed. So, next character, who is probably the second thirstiest bitch of all, it's Maeve. Calling her thirsty is really painful, because she's a serial rapist. Uses coercion. She sucks ass. It's horrible. It's disgusting. A complete opposite way of portraying, like, you could have sexually liberated women in your books, just don't make them rapists, please. I feel like it's glossed over, like it's not glossed over, but they don't call it what it is, and I feel like it needs to be called it. And yeah, it sucks, but she is undeniably getting laid the most and wants it the most. Okay, Manon. We're putting Manon up there with Aelin and Dorian because Manon, she's got a thing for this magical king. He just brushes her up right away. She likes how cocky he is. She likes how they argue all the time. And there's so many scenes of them together now where I'm like, I could cut this with a knife, this sexual tension, I could do it. So yeah, she's going up there. She doesn't form other relationships other than sexual, except like Astrid and her being like besties, but like, that's where she be. That's where she comfortable. Her and Dorian really needs to see a therapist, because they just having sex to avoid problems and emotions, but you know, we move. Okay, we're on to the last 5. Next we have Nesrin. And Nesrin, I think she exudes a lead energy. Like, she's obviously more outwardly brave than a lead, but she has the same, like, doesn't really talk about sexual things. She doesn't think about sexual things in her parts of the book. Her and Sartek are really cute together, but there's no... Over the course of Tower of Dawn, Cole goes from 0 to marriage with Irene. Nesrin and Sartek, for that same amount of time, go to from nothing to him saying they could like stay together and then kissing. He makes a big commitment. She doesn't. She's not that thirsty. She ain't. She's at the bottom there, and I love her for it. I just feel like there's a really good range of like women, like sexually free, not free women, but like there's a good representation of women's different approaches to sexuality, and I feel the same with the men. So that's really nice. Never thought I'd be thinking about that coming to this video, but seems pretty obvious from this. So. Rowan, my sweet boy. God, why did I just sing camera? I don't want to redo that though, because that felt so pure, so from the heart. Rowan, if it was ranking how thirsty I was, you're at the top, babes. But I'm gonna put him in B. He goes with Cole and it goes with Gabrielle, because I just feel like Aylin's the one who's always initiating it. That's awesome. Not an issue, and he's defo down for it. But there's a level of like, I want to do this right, I want to do this proper. There's like all of the last, like, all of Empire of Storms, he's like, could sleep with you, but proper, not against a tree, not on sand. And I feel like his like level of propriety trumps his thirstiness sometimes, so it makes him seem less thirsty. But yeah, he still wants it. He's just gonna wait. Whereas Aylin's like, which would be me too, get me there now. You know? You know. Sartek. This half of this video is just me trying to pronounce the names, because I've never said them out loud. Sartek. I love him. He's really great. I guess if I can't think of how thirsty he is, he's probably not thirsty. Because, again, with him, not mentioned that much. But then again, I'm gonna go with C, like the second lowest, just because of the last one that's gonna come up. We'll explain, but culturally, he's much more liberated, much more into like, much more thirsty, I guess, culturally, than Nesrin is. But there's still that whole really like subtle romance that goes on, very like primary school almost, like young, not young, but they taking it slow. There's not much talk of sex, it's just them getting to know each other, and that's what that is. Second to last is Irene. Dunno, man. Irene is going with Cole in B. I feel like they are quite well matched in their thirstiness for each other. I feel like as soon as they like had that connection, it's mentioned so many times. Like, it's mentioned this, like it's already been mentioned once in this book, and I'm only 200 pages in. And so it's definitely, she'd definitely be horny, she'd defo be thirsty. But it took some time, which is why I'm not putting her like higher with like Aylin and stuff. And last but not least, this is not a character. This is the best nation in the world of this book. Antigua. That place is the horniest place known to man. It's up top. We have orgy parties multiple times in that book. We have drugs that make people more horny. We have people walking around in no clothes. This house, I mean, this like region is what inspired this entire video. These are some thirsty boys, and they deserve to be at the top. Wish Maeve wasn't there, but I guess they can share it. They can be the consensual top of this pyramid. So this is our tier ranking. These are the boys that we're gonna... These are the boys of Throne of Glass, ranked by how horny they are. I'm quite embarrassed of this video, but I had fun filming it, and I've got all those weird thoughts out of my head. Maybe not the best to admit. I blame Read with Cindy and Sarah J Maas exclusively. They both have something to answer for. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit silly and a bit stupid, but I need something quite fun to get back into making videos with, and this seemed like the right thing. I'm currently working on a reading vlog for Kingdom of Ash, so be prepared for that. Obviously there'll be spoilers, but yeah, if you don't have an interest in reading it, then give it a watch. I hope to make more content more frequently. At the moment I'm just still trying to get used to my surroundings, still trying to find a good filming spot, a good filming time. Remember to like, comment and subscribe on this video, and remember to rally the readers.